What is up, guys? I am Heavy J. Welcome back to 3J Gaming. And today we're actually talking about Black Ops 4 and their Blackout mode and how I feel that it is just going to dominate the Battle Royale scene. And I want to give you guys examples and why I think that. For me, Battle Royale is great. I like it. I like to play it a lot. When Fortnite first came out, I don't have a gaming PC, so my first experience with it was with Fortnite. So when I played Fortnite, it was a blast. It took me a long time to learn, but eventually I got to the point to where I could win maybe every other night. But I'd always get into like the top 10, top 15, like almost every single time. Unless I had a really bad start, which happened. But as the game has grown and progressed, it has gotten to the point to where it is just ridiculous. Where you have people rocket riding around and jump padding, and now they have super powered rocks and meteors and Thanos running around and just all this stuff. Boogie bombs and C4, just all this stuff. And I just don't like it now. It's just too complicated. It got to the point to where it went from being a fun little game to try to kill everybody into this, massive, really competitive type of game where you have to be a master builder and have perfect timing on everything, and the guns aren't even that accurate yet. People are getting shots from across the field on me, and it just wasn't fun anymore for me at all. But it doesn't mean I don't like that mode. I still think it's a good game, and it's absolutely destroying Twitch and is blowing up into a competitive, like, pro league almost. So kudos to Fortnite. Now, when Pubg finally entered the console scene and I finally got to put my hands on it, it was clear that it was a port. Not only were the controls weird and off-putting, it was very, very unpolished. It still feels like it's in an alpha state, even though it's been an alpha beta preview mode for how long now? Now that the game is actually released, it doesn't feel any different. It's the same thing. They just took off the beta symbol. That's literally all they did, and it doesn't make any sense that this game is doing as well as it is because it is so unpolished. And there's so many times where I tried to play it and just, my car would randomly blow up, or I'd glitch through the map, or all these other problems that just completely ruin the game. And for me, it's just a tiny bit too complex. I get that this gun uses this ammo and all that kind of stuff, like all the sights and all the attachments and stuff. That's all fine and dandy. Like, it just gets to be a bit much. Like, you can just completely lose a fight simply because you don't have a sight or a gun. There's no telling how many times where I tried to get better at the game and land at a area that had a higher population of people landing there in order to get some action to learn how to do firefights. And I probably spent 12, 13 times in a row just completely unable to find a gun. I'm running around with smoke grenades and people were shooting me with M4s, and it just wasn't any fun, and I just couldn't get into it. Like, the only time that I really like to get into it now even is if I have friends online and we play squad, just because there's people to talk and pretty much bash the game because they all feel the same way. I don't think anybody has ever said, like, oh, it's a great game and there's nothing wrong with it, it's going to be lasting forever, because that's simply not the case. Now you have all these AAA titles throwing their hat into Battle Royale. You can say what you want about Call of Duty. It's a AAA developer. It made multiplayer. The first two to do it were Halo and Call of Duty, and then that's it. Those are the foundry. That's the foundation of multiplayer. And if they're going to take this seriously and do it right, this thing is going to be ridiculous. And I think they did it right where you have to heal yourself. Okay, those can easily be items that you have to pick up. You just don't get the regenerated health in the Battle Royale game. Even if it's a complete knockoff of PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, where it is modern, where you get dropped down, you fight, circle gets smaller. Even if it's a complete knockoff, it will be guaranteed that it will be far more polished than PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds, and probably even Fortnite. I rarely ever have a problem with Fortnite being glitchy or anything like that. There are instances of people going through structures and stuff like that, but it's pretty rare. The only thing I'm mainly concerned about is they have not announced how many players per map, how many players per server, which right now the standard is 100. You have 100 in Player Unknown Battlegrounds, 100 in Fortnite. Now, 100 is a lot of people, and considering that the servers handle 10 for Call of Duty, I have a little worry with the servers for Blackout. Now, I thought it was confirmed, but apparently it's kind of still up in the air whether or not Battlefield 5 is going to have a Battle Royale mode, but I think they should 100% do it. As long as they make it, their game, their twist. It has to have something to where it makes it unique to them. What makes that game mode special is the winning. There's nothing quite like it. There's nothing that made my heart thump as ridiculously as winning that game. I've won twice in Battlegrounds Unknown, just solo, and I've won, I think, about 8 times in Fortnite. Now, I know those are really low numbers, but I don't really play them that much. But when I get that win, it is super addicting. It really is. And I can see the appeal of this game mode, and others need to follow suit. Like, Joey was giving me all kinds of hell because I was interested in Paladins. They were coming out with a Battle Royale. I'm the kind of a player that enjoys support classes. I'd rather be shielding my allies, healing them, or debuffing the enemies instead of the guy doing the shooting. So to me, the heroes have a certain appeal to it. And it's also going to be a free-to-play mode. So I feel that it's going to bring something unique to that genre, and I really like that. And I think that's okay. Again, they're not really a AAA title. Paladins is pretty polished as well. So if they do this right, I can see that being a contender. So let me know what you guys think. Am I completely wrong? Is Black Ops going the route of Battle Royale just the worst thing ever? Do you not care? Do you agree with me? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, because I want to hear them. I want to have a conversation. If you liked the video, go ahead and smash that like button. If you're new to the channel, hit that sub button. Don't forget to hit the bell icon to be notified when we come out with new content. And as always, guys, this is for you, bro.